sound the child away.
Than that which I conceived. There is, however, a class of fancies of exquisite delicacy, which are not thoughts, and to which as yet I have found it absolutely impossible to adapt to language. These fancies arise in the soul, alas how rarely, only at epochs of most intense tranquility, when the bodily and mental health are in perfection, and at those mere points of time where the confines of the waking world blend with the world of dreams. And so I captured this fancy, where all that we see or see is but a dream within a dream.
How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Glad you guys could make it. Good to see you. Wow, we got a nice crowd too. Wow. Give yourselves a hand. Sweet. Before we get started, I'll just give you a little bit about the magic. Did you guys get a program on the way in? Everybody get a program? Consider it a road map. Let's kind of tell you where we're going tonight. If anybody came here to watch tires disappear, watch people get sawed in half, what else? Yeah, okay, okay. Don't expect it tonight. You can see that anywhere. You can see any magician doing that. I like to consider this show that I do very unusual. I work a lot with cards. I do a lot of stuff that's right close. It's, I mean, it's like right here. So it's a different type of magic. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys like it. And before we get started, I got something to share with you guys. This is a bit of news that I got this week. I've been mulling over a contract with Showtime. Anybody know Showtime? Yeah. We've been going back and forth for the past week, and as of today, I signed a contract with Showtime. It was a pretty good deal. For $19.95, I get all the movies, I get extras, yeah, there's like a whole bunch of stuff. It was worth it. It took me a week to decide, but I said, yeah, I'm going to go for it. We'll take it. Okay, sign me up. They're going to let me try it for 30 days, too, if I don't want it next year. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to move on. On your roadmap, I do a thing called Hook, and I'm very proud of it. There's a fine line between card tricks and card magic. I totally put this in the card magic category. I was actually one of the first magicians, I'm not saying the first, one of the first magicians in the country to pick up this routine. It came out of Australia, a genius in Australia, genius magician came up with this concept. And I had a shop in California call me and they said, Russ, and they described what it was, and I said, oh my God, I gotta have it. And I put it in my show about a year ago I started doing this. And once again, card tricks are here, card magic is here. I like to consider this card magic. So, without further ado, we're going to get somebody out of the audience. How about this guy right here? Will you come up? If I ask you to come up on stage and you don't come up, you're in trouble. I will have your cards open. Give him a big hand, you guys. What's your name? Bill. Bill, guys. Bill's going to help you with what I consider a very amazing card trick. Bill, you're going to be my little witness here. All the cards different?
Yeah.
Let me go through them slow motion. They all different? Okay, we agree on that. He's going to have free choice. This can't get any fairer. Bill, I want you to put your finger in the deck anywhere you want. Right there. That's fine. This can't get any fairer. Bill, take that card. And yeah, that's where you put your finger. Show the audience. If you can't see it in the back row, that's all right. Kind of bring it to the front of the stage. And those of you that can't see it, you'll see it hopefully in a second. If you can't see it in the back rows. Okay, I don't want to see the front of it, but go ahead and hand me the card. I'm going to place it right here. You can go have a seat now, Bill. Give him a big hand again. Now you see that card? It's halfway out of the middle of the deck. I push it down. Simple. That part's over. Here comes the good part. And it goes something like this. Bill, you going to know that card when you see it again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Does it look like that? You guys are answering that was the card for those of you in the front row. We all good on that? Sweet. Thank you very much. You want to look that over? Is that on that chain? We good? Give me a big hand, you guys. Woo! Okay. About a year ago, I had a girl that I was seeing, got me hooked up into this art class. And the art class had to do with caricatures, drawing caricatures. And And if you don't know what a caricature is, it's where you go to the fairs or wherever, and the guy draws, or whoever, the artist draws you with a big head and a little body. Well, I got involved in that, and really wasn't any good. As a matter of fact, they kicked me out of art class. And I said, that's okay. I can practice at home. I can do whatever I want. So, long story short on that one. I like to take my show. This is my deluxe easel here. In my show, I like to practice doing caricatures. And I do it with somebody on stage with me, and I'll explain that in a second. But I need a girl that can draw, that likes to draw, that is good at drawing, faces. I'm looking at you. You got your hand up. Come on up on stage. Give her a big hand. What's your name? Delaney? Delaney, take a bow. They're going to applaud. Delaney, this is going to go down. You said you were a good artist. Well, you don't have to be that good. These are, I'm just going to show the audience real quick. These are some of the drawings of my past shows that I've done. And I collect, and I've been doing this a couple of years, and I collect each one. But just to give you a little idea here. Hold on, Delaney. Is that scary or what? And they go on. They go on. So here's the deal, Delaney. I want you to come up here. Sit up here for a second. And this is what you're going to do. Delaney, there's a nice one. Look at that. You're going to draw me from here up. You're going to draw my face, eyes, the whole 9 yards, okay? I'm going to draw you. And then we're going to let the audience judge and see who did the best one, okay? Are you happy you're up here? Oh, you're awesome. I like to draw to music, so we're gonna put some music on for this. And Delaney, I may finish before you, and I'll show the audience. You just keep drawing, okay? Are you guys ready? Sure. Let's do some art. Let's have some music. Volume. Music. Little volume. I love the rock. Let's go, Delaney. Okay, Delaney, hold on to that. You might be able to sell it on eBay. Okay, for my next routine, if you're following the roadmap, I call this the magician's assistant, and I'm going to pick somebody out of the audience here. This I've been doing for about 10 years, and I always get the perfect person. Perfect person, and I'm looking. The kids that I have up on stage, like this girl here, come on up, are always perfect. Oh, she doesn't want to come up? Oh, okay, honey. Oh. No, there's only one person, but hey, see, you want to come up so bad, come on up. Give her a big hand. She'll regret this. Until she's 12 years old. Okay? Yeah, you're okay. Have a seat on the bunny bench. Okay, you slide down where I can sit on. Thank you. What's your name? Gabrielle. I give Gabrielle. Gabrielle, I call this the magician's assistant. You're going to be my assistant for the next 10 minutes, okay? Which means I'm going to teach you some magic. I'm going to do some magic. And you're going to be right here this close to see it. Is that agreeable? Cool. Let me ask you something. In school, a teacher asks you to do something, you follow directions, you do this well. At home, same thing. Your mom asks you to clean your room, pick up your stuff. Yeah? I'm going to see how well you follow directions, okay? Just 1 second. Let me see you do a thumb up here. Let me see you do another thumb up. Let me see you go like this. Let me see you go like this. Now I want you to rock a little bit and go back and forth. I met her on Sunday and my heart stood still. Run, run, run. Give her a big hand. We're going to try that again. And remember, I told you I'm going to teach you 2 tricks. And I'm going to do one for you. And I'll start off with one. Okay? Gabrielle, I need you to go like this. No, sit down. Not like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Okay, hold on a second. Hold right where you got it. Don't move. Okay? Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. What you got there, Gabrielle? Okay, I told you I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to show you one of the most amazing tricks that I do. Guess what? You're this close. Closer than that. And it's going to go something like that. Hold on to what you got, okay? You ready? You ready? I had to get wet, okay? Now watch close, okay? Because magic doesn't get any closer than this, okay? No, I'm not. Watch close. Watch. Ready? Watch. Is that amazing or what? Is that good? Well, watch. Here's, I'm going to make it even bigger. Now, people in the back row can't even see how close up magic that is, okay? So watch close. Okay? Whoa. Watch close, okay? Watch. Are you ready? Watch. Watch. Was that good? Yeah. One more. From the road. The biggest wall I can make. They can't see in back row. Only you can see this close enough, okay? You ready? Watch. Watch. Was that cool? Here we go. Oh, you're awesome, bud. You're awesome. Okay, now it's time for you to do a little magic. I'm going to teach you one. Remember I said that? Here, open that up. We'll need to get a little salt shaker here. You got some salt? Okay. This is a very true story. I know Kevin doesn't like me saying that, but no, this is actually the first trick I ever learned. And I've been doing it in my show for about 15 years. And it's called the vanishing salt. Now in magic, you have to start somewhere. You don't start up here, you start down here. So it's not the most brilliant trick in the world. It's actually kind of probably the dumbest thing they'll see. But I'm going to teach you. So if you go home and practice this outside, you practice this outside, you may be able to fool your friends, okay? Take your cloth, put it over your hand like this. Good, like that. Now I make a little funnel, okay? Like, yeah, there you go. She's right on. You might be able to do this right away. Okay? And then what I want you to do is pour some salt in that little funnel. Like that. Here, I'll pour it for you, okay? Got it? It's cold. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Because on the count of 3, we're going to make this disappear. We're going to do exactly what I do. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Show them the salt's all gone. Shake it. No salt. They have no idea that salt. They're scratching. What you got there, Gabrielle? But it disappeared, right? I told you if you practice, they won't see it, okay? That was the first trick. Now, you're not going to learn this right away, but someday I'll teach you. This was the second trick that I learned, and it goes something like this. Watch close. Gabriella, I got a surprise for you. This one's going to be all on you. I'm going to have nothing to do with this trick. No, you don't have to climb up there. No, I'm not going to climb up. I'll climb up there, okay? Here, part 1. This is probably an amazing card trick that I'm going to teach you. Take a card out, and then I want you to stand up with your back to me, obviously. Okay, and show the audience. This is on Gabriella. Is that how you say it? Gabriella? Okay, I think that's what I said. You got it? Yeah, for those of you that didn't see it in the back, hopefully you'll see it here in a second. Okay, I'm going to have you put that right here. And now she's going to do this trick. I'm not even going to do it, but I'm going to show her what's involved. First of all, we're going to take the deck, we're going to put it in this cup here. Now stand up. I'm going to need you right back here. I'll take that from you. Okay? What I want you to do is start banging on the trunk. Bang on it. Hit on the trunk. Hit on the trunk. Hit on the trunk. Hit on the You've been a great assistant. One more time for her. Oh, by the way, Gabriella, that trick I did, hey, Gabriella, That trick I did went right over your head. Very unusual for you guys. Give me a minute to catch my breath. Good. Good. Following your roadmap is a thing called chain reaction. And I'm proud to say that I am one of the only magicians in the world to perform what you're about to see. I found this in an old book. First of all, it involves little brass rings like this. And I found it in an old magic book. This dates back to the 40s. And the magician that performed it did something very unusual with these rings. And I looked at it and went out and I bought the chain for one of those hanging lamps, and I pulled these links apart. And I started thinking, and I knew how he did it. And I said, that's good, but I want to make it different. And I've been performing this now for a long time. I'm very, very proud of it. And once again, probably one of the only magicians in the world stupid enough to try it. I combine that with something new in my show, and it involves a wine glass and a little bit of wine. And it goes something like this. I need some volume. talk about card tricks and card magic. This I've been doing a long time. There's very different variations of it. And it's, I put this probably the hardest trick that I've ever done. Doesn't always work. Does mess up from time to time. And the people that know me that knew I was putting it in the act, they said, no, don't do it. It's called missing pieces. And I'm going to get somebody out in the audience here to help me out with this. Look, everybody goes like this when I walk out. It's okay. No, I need a big guy. I need a big guy. I need a big guy. I need this big guy right here. Come on up. Give him a big hand.
Boy, he's a good guy.
Take your time. Watch the stairs there. I know they're hard to see. I've tripped over about 50 times this week. Rehearsing. What's your name? Ed. Ed! Give that a big hand. Ed's going to help me with what I told you guys was one of the hardest card tricks I've ever performed and probably the most amazing. And it's going to go something like this. Ed, do you play cards? Sure. You got any money in your pocket? We'll be right back. No, Ed, you don't want to give me money, trust me. Ed, I'm going to show you the cards. They're all different here. Yeah. As far as you can tell, right? Okay, we good there? All right, what I want you to do, Ed, is say the word stop. I'm going to thumb through the deck, and you just say the word stop anywhere. Stop. Take the card you stopped on. Got it? Hold on to that card. Bear with me 1 second. I guess I'll take your card out of here. All right, Ed, I'll probably see it eventually, but that doesn't matter. This is what's important. Hold your card up like this, Ed. You don't have to hide it at this point. You're going to do exactly what I do, Ed. I want you to fold that card in half, just like this. Okay? Good. We good there? All right, now, Ed, I bend it back and forth a couple of times, and I've been doing this a long time, so I bend it back and forth, and it makes it easy to tear in the two pieces. Okay, so tear it right down the center. Easy. We good there? Good. All right. And now put those two pieces together like this, and I cut it into thirds. So, and once again, I've been doing this a long time, so I come over here, and then I come over here, and I wind up with how many pieces?
8 pieces.
Who said 8? Really, I gotta see you. Raise your hand. All right, cut it into thirds. So, and then put those together, and then cut it on that end there. We good? So Ed, when you're done, we should have 8 pieces. I mean 6. Ed, one at a time, we're going to count this down. Hand me a piece, okay? This is going to be piece number 1. Thank you very much. Piece number, hold on. What piece number? Piece number 3. Piece number 4. God, you cut some big pieces there. Piece number 5. Now, watch close here, because this doesn't get any fairer. I've got 5 pieces right here, okay? And I want you to grab those 5 pieces. Hold on at the top of the silk there. Hold on to those. Don't move. Don't move. Take that 1 piece and drop it in here. And now, Ed, with your other hand, I want you to hold this, okay, so that doesn't move. Right here, okay? You got the piece. Now I need 2 people out of the audience. I'll take you. And I need somebody that's like this female that wants to be an artist. Or not an artist, but an actress. Come on up. Come on up. Give them a big hand. Okay, she's going to be the actress. You're going to hold on to this. That's your important part, okay? What's your name? Ella, I'm going to back you up right here, Ella. And what's yours? Abby, you're going to be the actress, okay? Give them a big hand. Okay, well, you're not acting yet. I'll give you your lines, into there and come out with one whole card, hopefully. And it's going to go something like this. I'll do the count on 3. 1, 2, 3. Little applause. That was the hard part. That was the hard part. Okay, Abby, right? Abby, this is what you're going to do. I told you you're going to be the actress. I want you to notice it's just a little bit Ella. So this is what you're going to do on my count. You're going to reach into that bag. You're going to pull that card out in one whole piece, and you're going to do this. You're going to say, Russ Allen, you are amazing. No, I want to see you do that. Okay, you said you're going to be an actress. So pretend you're reaching into the bag. Reach into the bag, pull out the card, and say, Russ Allen, you are amazing. Come on, you can do it. You want to reach into that bag? All right. Okay, on the count of 3. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Reach in there, pull that card out in one piece, hold it up where the audience can see it. What's in there? Abby, go sit down. Take that with you. Wow. Ella, you stay where you are. I told you guys that this doesn't work all the time, and that's okay, all right? Because I got a little party gift for you. No. I want you to look that orange over. What color is it? Orange. Any cuts, any breaks, any tears? Beautiful. Take this for me. Be careful with it. This has nothing to do with the card trick, but this is something I'm going to teach you with an orange, okay? You don't use the knife part. You don't need it. And I want you to saw this. I'm going to hold this like... And keep in mind, I make a living with these things. All right. You're going to saw like you're sawing a log, but slowly. I'll turn the orange, okay? So let's get started. Up, slow! Wow. Okay, good. Which half do you want? That one there? I'll give you that half. Don't drop it. What's that doing in my arm? What is that? Can you pull that out slowly? Slowly. 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 Open that up for me. Yeah. On your roadmap, there's a thing called the magic box, and actually a couple of months ago, I had a show at Duluth at the New Dawn Theater, and it was titled The Magic Boss, and it had to do with a magician, one of the magicians that taught me magic. And this goes way, way back. I've been doing magic for a long time. There was two people that taught me magic, and they were old timers. They were in the 40s and 50s. One of them was famous, a famous magician back in the 40s and early 50s. His name was Mars the Magician. When I met him, he was, I think, about 79, 80 years old. This was in Jacksonville, Florida. And the magician that was teaching me magic, his name was Lindsay. I had heard about this guy, Mars the Magician. His real name is Austin. And I said, I kept telling Lindsay, because they were kind of like best friends, I said, I got to meet this guy. I got to meet him. And he's like, no, you know, he keeps to himself. He's like a recluse. He keeps to himself. He won't meet you, Russ. And I heard about this amazing magic that he did, rope magic, card magic, and once again, magic that dates way, way back. Long story short, I finally got to meet this guy. And Austin didn't take to me right away, but he saw that I was, like, my heart was in the magic, and did teach me some amazing stuff. And I basically want to try a couple of things here. I haven't done it in a long time, but we're going to try a couple of things and see what happens here. He did some card magic that was totally awesome, that basically, I'll explain that in a second. I need somebody on stage. How about you, sir? Did I have you up here earlier? You want to come back? He's on it. He's on it. That's too bad. I was going to buy your car. How about this guy here? He's left. Come on up. Give him a big hand. What's your name? Sam. Sam, give Sam a big hand. Yes? No?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't salesman.
Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. I am going to give everybody here in the audience a chance to make $1 based on Sam, me, and this card trick you're about to see. This is very, very amazing, and I hope you like it. First of all, I'm going to show you all the cards. They're all different. We good? Once again, I want you to say the word stop. Take the card you stopped on, put it in your pocket. Okay? We good there? Did you see it? Yeah. Did you go ahead and look at it? Yeah, that's all right. Look at it. All right, what I want you to do, because the audience can't see it, and once again, they have a chance to make some money off of this, I want you to go through this deck, find that card, and take it out. And then I'm going to have you show it to the audience. That way, because you guys got money on this, providing I don't find that card. Okay? You guys got it? $1 if I don't pull this trick off. Okay. I had you put that back. Go ahead, hand me. Okay, good. All right. Place the card back in the deck. Oh, I'm just kidding. That wouldn't work. No. Put it back in that deck there. From this point on, I'm not going to touch those cards. Did you put it back in the center somewhere?
Approximately. Okay,
here we go. I'm not touching the deck. Nothing. Put the deck right here. And I want you to give it a cut.
Okay.
Give it another cut. You play cards?
Occasionally.
All right, you, me, and that will get together later. For sure. Okay, I had you cut them. I haven't touched the cards. Here's the amazing thing. Put the card deck down. I'm going to take this card here, and believe it or not, only because you touched them, show the audience it's the 8 of clubs, the card he selected. And I'm in trouble. Okay, wait, let's see how much money I got. Oh, wow. Wow. Guys, this does happen from time to time. And Ed, you're not going to believe this, but I carry a magician's insurance policy with me. And the reason I do this, just in case something messes up. Now, I personally owe everybody out there $1. But thank God I'm insured. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to contact my insurance company. But before we do that, we all know about fine print on contracts. There's some fine print here I have to read to you. And it says, for instance, a magician may have second or third chance to locate selected card if spectator is A, shorter than 8 feet tall, B, is not wearing snowshoes. Oh, wait, oh, and I love this clause. It gives me the right to use sleight of mouth to get out of it. It's kind of like sleight of hand, only a sleight of mouth. No, I'm just kidding. So, right there in fine print, it gives me actually 3 shots. So, without further ado, I'm going to blow your mind here. Without further ado! Without further ado! Wow. You guys almost have a job over here. Close. Man, that was that close. Now I'm going to get somebody else here. I'll take this guy here. Come on up. Give him a big hand. I don't know if you're big enough for this, but let me see how you fit behind the trunk. Okay, that's better. Just kidding. What's your name? Christopher, you're going to do a card trick here. Another amazing card trick. And it's going to go something like this. Christopher, you know anything about cards? You want to play with me and Ed? All right, here, look at the cards. They all different? They're all different? Stick a finger in the deck anywhere you want. Right there? Okay, take that card out. And I want you to show everybody here. You got to show the audience. So go out in front of the stage and show the audience. That's all right. I'm not going to touch the deck from this point on. Okay. Put it back in the middle of the deck somewhere. Yeah, this one here. Put it in the middle here. Good, good. Was it the Queen of Hearts? Oh. Here's what we're going to do. That's all right. We know it's in there somewhere. I'm going to gift wrap it here, if I can, if I get my hands on it, like that, and I'm going to fold this like this. And I want you to come out here. And I want you to hold the deck, just like I'm holding. One on each side there, okay? You got that? Christopher, is that it? I have a very unusual way of finding that card. And it goes something like this. What I want you to do not drop that deck. Do not sneeze. Don't breathe. Stand there and hold it tight. You're not going to want to breathe in a second, okay? I'll tell you again. Hold that deck. Right, hold it tight. Do not drop it, because I'm going to take this knife. I don't want to hurt you. Hold it tight. Hold it. Right there. Okay, now watch close. Come here. I want you to be a witness. I'm going to tear the paper away like this. Okay? You're my witness. As if where the knife went through. Right here. Right? That's where the knife went through. Right? See? And was that your card? No. Christopher, pick up that card there. Was that your car, Christopher? I'm amazed now. I'm impressed. Wow, pretty good. Hey, remember the other pair? Well, I have like 50 pairs of glasses because I'm famous in my show. I'm like, where are my glasses? I need. This was, and this is true. They're all true. Now, this was a, every magician does one escape, and they're an act for the most part, straight jacket, whatever. I had to start small and pretty much stayed small. I'll give you an idea here in a second. I'll take this guy right here. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. That's all right. Come on up. Ooh, I think I'm in trouble with this guy, too. What's your name? Jeremy. Give Jeremy a big hand. This is what I call the great chain escape. I am the only magician that still does this. Everybody else said, well, this doesn't work. This doesn't fit. Jeremy, I got a little lock here on this. Nothing, that's a real master lock. No! All right, cool. All right, we're going to put that aside for 1 second. This is what we're going to do with my magic chain here. And, oh, by the way, I haven't done this in a long time. That's all right. I want you to grab that end of the chain, bring it through. Okay, in front there. Okay, bring it over. Bring it over top this way. This way. Okay. All right, come over here towards the lock. I want you to pull. Okay, pick the lock up. Take the key off there. Of course, I may need that. Pull it as tight as you can over onto this wrist. Wow. All right, go ahead. Lock it. Pull it tight. I don't care. It's not going to work anyway, so what's the difference? It doesn't really matter. You want to go tighter, man. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. Don't be afraid. I'm going to let you. All right. Is that locked? The lock's locked? We good there? Feel the chain? Is that tight? Yes. You have something against me? Was there something I did in my show that you didn't personally like? Ladies and gentlemen! Jeremy, can you hand me the key? Here, I'll get it myself. Thank you, Jeremy. Yep. You were awesome. Scary, but awesome. Well, you guys are in trouble right now. You guys are in big trouble. Wow. We're getting close to intermission here, and once again, some of the people that have seen my show heard I was going to do this. And they laugh, and they laugh. Then they laugh more. All the rage in magic right now is magicians that fly cards, that take cards and they fly. And it's a little bit of magic, and it's a little bit of practice, and a whole lot of talent, which I don't have. Well, I got involved in this a couple of years ago with a magician out in Las Vegas taught me. He's probably one of the best in the world. His name is Jeff McBride. Go home and Google him. Jeff McBride, I actually opened up for him back in the 90s at a place called Magic Parlor in New York. And when I opened up for him, I didn't know at the time, this was 94, he was Magician of the Year, which is worldwide. Magician of the Year. And once again, if you get a chance, because it's worth it, because you're going to say, you're going to watch me do it, and then you're going to go home and watch Jeff McBride say, spent $12 for that. No. Jeffrey Bride is amazing. Go home, and he was on World's Greatest Magic. He performed his routine back in the 90s. So Google in Jeffrey Bride, World's Greatest Magic, and if you want to see somebody fly cars, that's it. Well, he taught me back then how to, he got me started. We actually spent some time together. And about a year ago, I saw him again, and he said, "How's that working out for you?" And I said, "Oh God, Jeff, I'm so good, man. I just go on stage and I fly these cars. People are amazed." You know, and then I felt bad. I emailed him later and told him the truth. I'm not the best, and I haven't done it in a long time, and I had to be crazy enough to throw it in my show. So don't be alarmed if it doesn't work. And I think, are we going to do the house lights on this? Only because I'm blind up here. I put it to music, and once again, I got my fingers crossed. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, there's another half of the show. I'll make up for it after. Yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you, Bob. Give Bob a good hand. Bob stood up with me all week long, rehearsing. Lights on, voice this, music up. Yeah, it's been a wonderful week, and we'll talk more about that later. All right? The lights up here, if we can take them down so I can see. Okay, oh good. Perfect, perfect. Let's kick some music on and get it started. Let's see what we can do. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Thanks so much. I'm they'll go up, up, then back, up, back, up, down, up. How about a big hand? You guys run a successful lighting, Kev. Real quick, before I start off the second half, that was halftime, by the way. I've been saying that all week. We've been rehearsing, and I've been telling Shannon, I said, okay, what are we doing after halftime? Halftime? You know, I've been watching football so much this season, so I think I couldn't get it straight. So this is the third quarter. Before I go any further, I gotta give a shout out to some of my customers and co-workers from Zola's. Anybody here from eating Zola's? That's it? Any co-workers? Hello? Garrett? Garrett didn't make it? Yes. Okay, all right. Thank you for coming. Dinner's on me next time you come. Maddie. Is Maddie here? Where's Maddie? Oh, that's you right there. Oh my gosh. I'm blind, Maddie. I am so sorry. Maddie is one of my favorite customers. She is like the most awesome kid in the world. That's for sure. I got family out there. I want to say hi to them. And what you're about to see here is totally brand new. This will be the first night that I've performed it. And I've been praying all week, and some of the people around me know that this is one of the hardest things that I've ever practiced to imagine. And it was late putting everything together. Everything came in like last Friday, and I sat up night after night rehearsing this and saying, there's no way this is going to work. There's no way it's going to work. And even up till today, I had doubts about it, but it's on the program. It's a little thing that I call genie in the bottle. And keep your fingers crossed. Let's get some music.
Thank
Yes?
Yes.
Was it good? Look at lights up here. Or hold on a second. Let me get you set up. Like you don't have enough already? We'll get you some.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Real quick. Hey. Lower the dark side. Real quick. Do me one quick favor. And I'm not embarrassing you. I'm not holding, because I know you can do it. 8 plus 8. Give them a big hand! I need some house lights up here for what I'm about to do here. And I'll explain that in a second. Is anybody working in a playing board, or do I need to do it myself? Not house lights, but the stage lights. You know, the ones that we rehearsed for 10 weeks here? No, I'm just kidding, Bob. You're doing great. Everything's wonderful. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. On your road map, we're at a thing called Key Rec. And once again, I take chances, obviously, in my show. I take chances. I'm taking a chance here. In magic, you have to learn a lot of things. You have to learn passing parts of your body through objects, these solid objects. You got it down. Working with fire, pretty much got it down. Flying cards, well, I will get it down. There's different elements. And mentalism comes in to play. And I ran across this. This was something that was done back in the 60s by a magician. Max Maven was his name. And Max Maven kind of made this famous, actually. It's a thing called Key Rec. And I took it, and I've been doing it now in my show for about 5 years. It's a prediction. It's a 2-part prediction. And there are no strings. There are no wires. There are no... there's nothing to this. This is pure mentalism, and you'll see why in a second. I'm going to get 6 people out of the audience, and it has to be adults. Okay? So I'm going to get 6 adults out here. If I point to you, you're coming up, whether you want to or not. You're number 1. Come on up. Look at everybody putting their head down. Where are you going? Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's me. Well, you're number 2. You're number 3. Get up there. Are you on stage with me? You want to go back? No, you don't. You're number 4. Come on up. You're number 5. Come on up. You're number 6. How do you get up there? These are my 6 lovely assistants. Give them a big hand. Now I do a ringleader, and no, it's going to be this lady right here, shaking her head no. Hold on, don't come down there. Relax. Hold on, I need a ringleader here. I need a ringleader. Will you be my ringleader? Give her a big hand. I'm not too real happy about it, but I want to go up. No, I'm just kidding. Come on up. I love you. Woo. Be back.
You realize you had a coat on.
Yeah.
Give these seven a big hand. This is no game. This is serious stuff, and I have messed this up in the past. I'm taking a chance here, so if it doesn't go down, it doesn't go down. Here's what we got here. Deck of cards, 6 envelopes, numbered 1 through 6. Yeah, thank you. And I have a prediction here with a lock on. Now this lock is, what is it, LSDA? That's a real lock. There is no, it's not gimmicked, it can't be. This lock you can buy at Ace Hardware. You can check that out online. It's not gimmicked in any way. And once again, a prediction here. And I've got 6 keys. What's your name? Lana, come up front here. You're going to be the ringleader. 6 keys here. Only 1 key will unlock that lock. I have no idea what key is going to do it. And Lana, we're going to do something real quick here. Let me get this. Let me get the keys off. You guys are the only ones You got 6 keys there, Lana, right?
Right.
Lana, I want you to pick 1 key out at random and go ahead and try to open the lock. I don't know, Lana. My glasses are just as bad as you. Okay, it's not that one, obviously. Okay, one of those keys will open this. Here, try another one, just to show the audience, and maybe you'll get lucky there. Want a light? No. Wasn't that one either. Okay, Lana, I want you to hand a key to each person here, and then hand them an envelope at the same time. Doesn't matter who gets what number. When you get your key, yeah, that's part of the routine. When you get your key, folks, put your key inside the envelope for me. Photo time. You get it? Send it to your dad. Tell him I said hi. Hi, Dave. Okay, everybody got a key? Everybody got an envelope? What? There's only 5 keys? Get in here. Go sit down. Give him a big hand. Did anyone disappear? Maybe. You might have. Let me look around. That's okay. Well, actually, the odds are better than mine. And I think I took one out at the last show. I just don't remember that. All right, you guys got a key in your envelope. I had no idea what to do, especially now that we're working with 5. Come up here, Lana. Huh? Wait. No, I'm just kidding. Lana. Lana, all the cards different? Yep. One more time. Sure. Stick your finger in the deck anywhere you want, Lana. All right. Take that card. That's the card you stop on. Put it in your pocket. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Put it in your pocket. I don't want to know what it is. She had free choice, guys, of any card in this deck. All the cards are different here. Okay? She had free choice. I have no idea. She doesn't even know what... Okay, we're taking out number 5 here, obviously. Okay, guys, I told you this is a 2-part prediction. In there, sealed, is a card. Hopefully that'll match hers, and once again, she had free choice here. I want you guys to hold up, hold your envelopes up where I can see the numbers. Give me a second. It's been a while. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta write the prediction down here, obviously. Alright, I got a prediction on the other side of there. Who I think has the magic key. I take you one at a time. I try to hold off my prediction towards the end, because if I make it that far, I'm real happy. So number 4, come on up. Try your key in there. And when you get done, just set the envelope and key on top of the trunk. This is for a 1972 Canton. God, I wanted her to get it too. Give her a big hand. Not a 4 there. 2, come on over here. This is for $5,000 in Monopoly money. Oh, man, I wanted her to win, too. Go ahead, give her a big hand. So far, I'm doing all right. So far, I'm safe. I got 3. I got to narrow it down. Hold on. Number 1. This is for $1,000. No. This is for good luck. Give her a big hand, you guys. Don't move. Don't move. Oh my God. And this is why I don't like doing this on stage. Come over here, number 6. Where's that 16? Give him a big hand. Oh, give her a big hand. The key out of the 5, number 1 was the key. Number 1 was the key. What did I write down on that board? 1. No. Give her a big hand. That's part of your feet. Which one was yours? Okay. Oh, okay. Open that. Thank God. I forgot the prediction. Okay, that worked. Okay. All right, have a seat. Thank you so much. Come on up here, Lana. Lana, Bobana. Bobana? She corrects me, y'all. Lana, Bobana, banana, oh, never mind. In your pocket, you have a card. I haven't seen it, you haven't seen it, the audience hasn't seen it. Hopefully, it matches this one. And she had free choice. Keep that in mind. Pull that card out. And I've got mine right here. Pull it out. Look at it. Show it to the audience and tell me what that card is. We did it! Oh my God! Oh! God, Lorna. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you want to see it? Give him another big hand, guys. Yes. Woo. Okay. My lovely assistant. All right, look, I got 2 pairs of glasses. At the new dawn, I'm so embarrassed because I swear, and that's where I said I'll back myself up. At the new dawn, I forgot my glasses. Every time I look, I go like this, oh God. That's what happens, kids, when you get old, so get used to wearing them now while you're young. This is a little something that I worked up, and this is partially brand new because I'm doing it a little bit different tonight. On the road map, it's a thing called fireflies. Hold on. Shannon, 1 second. Shannon, 1 second. I got to ask you something. Never mind. I didn't need to be there. Okay, wait. Take this over on this front. Okay, for this, because we're doing this. By the way, give my assistant, lovely assistant, Shannon. She worked her piano off this week, you know? We're so close, I wish she's like a sister to me, but guess what? That's my niece. Give her another. Okay, for this, I need 2 girls, or a guy and a girl. Wait, what are you guys doing like this? Do you even know what I'm going to do? I need 2 people, a guy and a girl, or 2 girls that can boogie. Remember I asked you about that, man? Naked boogie, which means you're going to have to get on stage, not be afraid, and you have to be able to boogie. You get boogie? Can you do it? Don't, because this is for real. 5 years, get up there. Mandy, you going to do it? Mandy's going to do it? Come on up, give these two a big hand. What's your name? Samantha and Maddie, my new dancers. Give them a big hand, you guys. Okay, I need one over here on this side of the stage. We're going to dress you up with some glow in the dark. Did some of you kids out in the audience get them? I see you got some bracelets out there. Let Shannon dress you up. Load them up on those, Shannon. Load them up. That's Samantha, that's Maddie. We got another Maddie that should be out in the audience too. Isn't she? There she is! There's my other Maddie! Stand up, take a bow. There's my other favorite customer, right there. She's an artist, by the way. She comes into Zola's, and if you haven't been to Zola's, Zola's has paper on the tables. And she comes in, I have special markers that I got for her. And this girl is amazing. She draws like there's no tomorrow. She draws like she is just totally awesome. That's you got more to put on them? Load them up. And then I'll tell you guys what you're going to do. You're not going to be afraid to dance? Okay, good. Good. How we doing out there, guys? Everybody happy so far? Good. I'll throw this up, sure. Take care. I'll be fine. A thing called cards with wings. Without wings. Cards without wings. Okay, are we glowing? We're glowing? And you guys know about the lighting. Okay, Maddie, I'm going to have you right here. Okay? Samantha, I want you right in here. Okay, and now this is what we're going to do before the music even starts. There's a little song that I picked out for this routine. It's called Fireflies. Have you ever heard that? Fireflies or whatever, something. I've heard it 100 times and I still don't know the words. So you guys have to basically, and I'll help you with it, just do a little kind of a firefly thing. Okay? You, because you've been dancing 5 years, you can do one of these, or you can do whatever you want. You're going to scare me, right? But here's the thing. When I come up, I'm going to touch your bracelets and hopefully bring a little light to my fireflies. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We ready up there? Let's kick some music on here. You guys ready to boogie? Give us some volume. Let's blast it. Give it. Oh, you want me to lead off? Yeah. Do anything. Do anything.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep.
Keep it up, we got shit.
Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You think me well, but I would just stand and stare. I'd like to make myself aware. The pattern turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Cause everything is never as it seems. Cause I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs as they try to teach me how to dance. A foxtrot above my head, a sock hop beneath my bed. Disco ball is just hanging by a thread.
Wait, don't lose that. I've got something I haven't tried. Sneaking up on, give me one red one. Thank you. These guys were awesome. You were awesome. Give me one more hand. God, you guys are so much fun. I love it. All right, it's that time of the show for me to do something, another thing that's stupid. Once again, we already talked about I take a lot of chances. I'm glad Key Red came off. This here is another one of those serious routines. And I found this, and once again, you can Google this, you're not going to find it. It's a thing I call waterfalls. I've been doing it for, I think, a little over 2 years. I think out of the 2 years, out of maybe 25 performances, 5 of it didn't go down, but when it goes down, it's awesome. Shannon, you know what I need from the dressing room? A wastebasket. Don't be the one for something else. It's not for what you think. Oh, God, no, what if they are? Clear your mind, blank your mind. Waterfalls is one of the riskiest things, aside from a couple other things. this is totally brisk. And I studied a Chinese magician. Chinese magician, his name was Chen Su, and he did a thing called the water suspension, and he would walk through a marketplace, and this is years and years ago, walk through a marketplace where there'd be, jugglers and, minstrels, the whole 9 yards. And he did a thing called water, and he did a thing where he suspended water, and he would come out with a glass of water. And you could put your finger in that water, you could touch the water, and he would turn the glass over, and the water would stay right there. And it was amazing. Somebody along the lines in actually it was Doug Henning in, I think 68, 69, brought it back to life and did it in a stage show. And then, unfortunately, Doug Henning, who was one of my favorite magicians, passed away in 1981. Anybody remember Doug Henning? He was up there with David Copperfield, Canadian magician, long hair. He was my idol before Copperfield. Copperfield was up and coming. Doug Henning was pre-Copperfield. But anyway, I'm going to need somebody out of the audience, and this is a dead serious trick. Somebody has to follow directions. It has to be an adult, it has to be a female, and it has to be somebody that believes. Somebody that believes, that can... Come on up. I'm taking a chance here, and I'm pre-warning you. If this does not go down, please, wipe it out of your memory. The next time you guys see me, maybe it'll happen. Woo! This has to do with my mind controlling the water, and it has to do with you. What's your first name? Jennifer. Give Jennifer a big hand. Jennifer, you have to be dead serious about this, and the reason I brought the bucket, because if it doesn't work, if it works, you guys are going to be blown away. If it doesn't, we got the bucket. You can see why. You have to be pretty much dead serious about everything I tell you. And you have to follow the directions to the T. Don't get ahead of me. Don't just do exactly what I do, and you can make or break this trick, okay? I'm going to need my glasses for this. Which ones do we want? Let's try these. I'm scared on this one. I'm crazy to even try it. Jennifer, we got a little bottle of water here. Now in a second, Jennifer, I'm going to have you hold it in your hand. I'm going to take the top off. And you're going to do just like this, okay? So I want you to be comfortable there. I'm right-handed, so I would turn it this way. I'm going to have you turn it. I don't want you at any time to squeeze that bottle. Don't squeeze it. Don't grip it. Just grip it lightly. Right now it's just floating in my hand, okay? And then I'm going to have you turn that bottle completely over. From there, once again, don't squeeze, don't do anything. We'll see what happens. Are you ready? Okay, put your hand over the top of that bottle. Okay, this is either going to work or not. Don't push it together, don't do anything. Yeah, there you go, I got that. If it doesn't work, please forgive me. All right, I'm going to have you turn it. Which way you want to go, this way or that way? Oh, no. I asked you. You can just nod, okay? This is why I hate doing this. I can do you already. It ain't gonna happen. I love this. Okay, Jennifer, real slow. Real slow. I'm gonna tell you. Start turning slowly, and when I say slow, go ahead. Turn slow. Flatten your hand here. Okay, not that one. Okay. Don't squeeze. Flatten. Okay. Start turning. Believe. Slow. 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 Don't get ahead of me. Slow. Don't laugh. So turn it up slowly, 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 slowly. Hold it right there. Do you feel water in your hand? Hold it! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't squeeze! This is the part that I've been waiting for. Don't move. Okay, be dead serious. In a second, I want you to don't squeeze it. You're going to be holding that bottle here, okay? And you're going to slide your hand out slowly, but do not squeeze. So eventually, when your hand comes out, and I'm going to tell you when to move. Don't get serious from this point on. Hold that bottle, but don't squeeze it. Are you ready? Wow, I need to have done this. Start sliding it. Get ready because you're going to be holding up there. Slide your hand out. Jesus, but no. Hold on. Don't laugh. Why are you laughing? This isn't funny. Remember the cars going over there? That was funny. This ain't funny, okay? Get ready. Slide slowly. You're going to be holding it up here. Slide your hand. Slide it slowly. Slowly. Slide it. Slide it this way. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Slide it. Slide it. Come on. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't move. 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 Okay. Don't move. Hold on. Hold on. Don't move. Don't make serious from this point on. You come up here. Come up here. Yeah. Come here. Don't move. Don't move. Come here. Don't move. Don't move. I gotta stop that water. Hold on. Come here. Get down here with me. Look up there. Look up there. Do you see? Hold on to what you got. Quit shaking. Do you see anything up there holding that water in?
No.
Thank you. Go sit down. Thanks. Hold it! If you ever come to my show again and I'm looking for a volunteer, do me a favor. Go like this. Okay, can we do this? No. I give her a big hand. Wow. That's not easy, that's all right about that. Jennifer, did you wet your pants, Jennifer? Because I wet mine watching it. Just kidding. You were great. You were great. It's just hard to control the water through that laughter. All right, Shannon, we're going to make a little room here. So let's move that easel back. Well, not that far back, like right here. Yeah, that's cool. Not going to use it. Right now, I'm shaking like a leaf. Oh! This guy bites too, by the way.
What is it?
Ow.
It's a bird.
Ow. Ow. Okay. Hey, this is the cool part of the show. You know why? Because if you're 12 or under, come on up. Come on up! 12 or under, come on up on stage. I want half of you over here, half over here sitting on the floor. What? What? Take room, go ahead. You can sit along here. You can take room. Have a seat. Come on up, come on up. Come on up. Yeah, you can put them in place here. Because I have no idea where to put them. You got a lot of cats. Oh my gosh, how are you? Can you get there, bud? Anyway. Yeah, but I can't sound right. Give him a big hand. I think I'm the only magician searching in this country, I haven't searched the world, but in this country, crazy enough to let all these kids on stage with me. So give me a little credit for that. We're going to have some fun here for the next couple of minutes, you guys. You guys are now part of the show. All right. Okay, let me ask you a question. Today's the 15th. Do you have school next week? Huh? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, Canton, where's my little stool? I'm going to need it. We're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a while. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you a little story before we get going here. I wasn't accusing you of anything. Don't get me wrong. I got so much stuff up here. Normally the kids come up and by the time they leave the stage is empty. Oh, I'm not bad. No, hey, I'm not bad. No. All right, guys. No, they're yours, dude. Okay, kids. This is how this is going to go down. I'm going to tell you a little story first, okay? You're not out of school yet, so we're going to do a little homework here today. And I'm going to tell you something, and I want you guys to remember this. That when you walk out of the theater 10 years from now, I want you to remember this. So if I call you, I'm going to say, hey, what did I tell you when I was on stage? I want you to tell me. No matter what you want to be when you grow up. For instance, what do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah, okay. A pop star. What do you want to be? Yes. Okay, what do you want to be? How about you? Okay, how about you, Matt? We don't know? Okay, you'll know. What do you want to be?
Skater.
Skaters.
Policeman.
Police. Lawyer. Everybody wants to be a pop star. How about you? Okay, any vegetarians up here? Nobody wants to be a vegetarian? I meant veterinarian. You want to work in a pet spa? Oh, cool. Whoa! Where'd you get these? Okay, here's the moral of the story. I don't care what you want to do when you grow up. I don't care if you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to work at PetSmart, you want to be a vegetarian, veterinarian. It doesn't matter. What you have to do is study. And I'll give you an example. Go ahead. I'll give you an example. For me, wanted to learn magic. Magic, I was just so fascinated. I read book after book on magic. As a matter of fact, this was one of the first books I read. It's called The King of Conjurers. I read this book so many times that I memorized every single word in this book. And I'm going to give you an example. And that's because I wanted to be a magician. And now I need somebody over here that can read really well. You have that. Come on over here. What's your name? All right, we're going to do for the next minute or so, I'm going to prove to you that if you study, and once again I told you, I memorized every single word in this book. If you study, you can do it. If you believe, you can do it. What's your first name again? Kayleen. We're going to do a little math and a little reading. So turn to any page you want in the book, Kayleen. Tell me when you're on that page. What page are you on? 96. Where's my math student? Okay, if we added 9 and 6, what do we get? 15? That helps. All right, turn to page 15. I have an idea. Tell me when you're on page 15. Okay, I don't want to keep that. Tell me when you're on page 15. You there? Okay, that's the front of the book. It's a little easier for me to remember some of the words on there. And let me think of a word that sticks out on there. Magic? No, I'm just kidding. No, let's do this. You're on page 15. Oh, I know a simple word that's on there. It's on like maybe 20 times on that same page. And the first time I see it is count down from the top, 4 lines down. Okay? From the top, 4 lines down. And 4 words across. Okay? Are you there? Are you sure? I'm going to write down what I think that word is. It's a simple word, and it's on that page a few times. This goes to prove that if you study hard. You counted 4 lines down, 4 words across. What is that word? The?
Yeah.
The. How about a big hand? Yeah. Chris, you're not up yet. Okay, guys. This is something that I worked up. I said it's the holidays, white, red, Christmas, holiday colors, the whole 9 yards, gift bags. It just works. It just totally works. And this, I'm going to try to do something unusual. I just was playing around with rope, and I said, I bet you I can do something amazing. Of course, in the white bag, we got the white rope. In the red bag, we've got the red rope. And I want you to watch them, because I drop them in, just like that. And if I reach in, boom, and boom, I'm going to make them swap places. Bam! Boom, boom. Little applause. What? I'm going to do it again. You can almost see them jump from bag to bag. Okay? So I reach in. That's part of magic stuff. No. Watch close. Right between the bags. Bam! Ba-da! Ba-da! I'm going to do this one more time. Are you ready? Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Red one, white one. Did you see him jump across? You know how it's done? Okay.
Oh, now I know.
No, there's not. I didn't do that. See, there's the red one. It jumped back in the bag. Huh? Flip it up upside down. Let me put this one up. There's nothing else in the bag. I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, whoa. You got a hand here. All right, you guys happy? All right, here. That's what's in this one. All right? That's what's in this one. Any questions? How about a big hand? Thank you, guys. No, you don't have to go home. No, stay right here. All right, we're going to roll this out of the way. Hold on 1 second, Shannon. We'll get this roller out of the way. That I don't need. Guys, I'm going to need you to scoot back this way. In my show for the longest time, back up that way there. Get back in there. I need like a path through here. And then I'm going to need a path to get down through here. Okay, so slide in this way. In my show for the longest time, this guy's been with me. I've worked with doves. I've worked with rabbits for a while. I worked with ducks for a long time. And it was so hard traveling, doing shows and traveling with pets. I mean, getting them on planes, especially a duck, they're really hard to get in the air. So I came up with this guy. Gosh, it's probably been 6 years I've worked with him. And a year and a half ago, I retired him. And then I brought him out of retirement. And I've done maybe 5 or 6 shows in Georgia, theaters. And every place on the program says, "Goodbye, Hank, goodbye, Hank." His name is Hank. I'll let you know that. His sister is Jeannie. and we'll tell you more about that. But Hank is very temperamental, loves music, but very, very temperamental, and it drives me crazy. But let me see if I can get him out without fighting here. In a second, give Hank a big hand. Give Hank a big hand. Hank, you want to come up? Put some music on for Hank. Let's see if he gets into it. Love some Christmas music. Here we go. Bring it up louder.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas,
Say hi to Hank.
just like the ones I used to know, where those trees are listen and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, the snow. And I am dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas alright. May your days be merry and bright. May all your Christmases be white.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the trees are listen and love to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Yeah, 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 dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write.
May those days be merry and bright.
Ready?
And may all
What? Don't get excited.
your Christmases be white.
There you go. Take another bow. Take another bow, Hank. Okay, Hank, that's enough. Hank, that's enough. One more time, Hank. Where's the bunny bag? Shannon, can we do something real quick? Can we move the screen back? And I need the bunny bench. I wasn't going to do this, but these are awesome kids. Most of them. I didn't mean that, parents. Got a little ball. They're like family. Oh, look, me. Yeah. Stand at attention. I wasn't going to do this. Okay. I wasn't going to do this here, but remember earlier when I was drawing and I was doing Maddie, come here. This Maddie here, come here for a second, honey. I'm only doing this because of you. All right, hold that because you're my artist. I want you to draw a circle around this square here. Okay. Now draw one, let's see. Draw one over this one here. Good. So far we got a face. Can you stand over here for a second? Okay, and now let's do a line across here, Maddie, right where that line is. Okay, kind of like you're doing it now. Okay? Now curl it up just a little bit. Good. Good. Okay, we got a face. That's part one of art. Let's give it some hair. Long hair. No, like this. Yeah, curvy. see Maddie. I'm gonna draw some lines on her hair. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on. Hold on. I'll get eyelashes on here. Let me get some eyeballs. Maddie, look what we've done. Let's get eyebrows. Oh, that's right. Like that? Longer? Wait. You guys gotta let me know. What? Hand me that black towel rag up there. Okay. You guys, Maddie also drew a mouth there. You see the mouth? Isn't that cool? Huh? You guys like that? Huh? Do you like it? What's wrong? What's the matter there? Good job on that, Maddie. Hold on. Come on. We need to get rid of the eyes, too. Give these guys a big hand. You're gonna get more later, so. Give the kids a big hand, you guys. Oh, you wear them. That was a compliment for you. Let me see this. Hey. Whoa. Oh, somebody frisk this kid. Thank you. What's frisk? Thank you. No. Here, no. He's Ross. Give him a big hand, you guys. There was a young lady that thought that I made an offensive mark about old people wearing glasses. Where'd she go? She's coming down. She is so cute. Where is she?
Right there. Right there.
What's your first name?
Megan.
Megan, I got a deck card for you later. Alright? You're awesome, Megan. Shannon. Yeah? Oh, I thought you left. We're winding down here, guys. Shannon, are you going to be able to prove this all right here? Because I made a map. Thank you much, man. Here, everybody else. You got one for me? You guys, before I go any further, we're at that place in the show tonight. This is for me, for you. I love you guys so much. You have just been so calm and so inspiring, and you kept me going. So that's me, you. You're awesome. I'm serious. You guys have made my night. I feed off the audience, and I'll tell you what, I am like full. This, for me, and I hope you feel the same way, this was totally super. The show's not over by all means. It's about to get crazy here. I'll share a little story with you, and this is something that happened a couple of years ago. I was born in New York and raised in Florida, so I'm back and forth. I'll go to New York for a few years and travel in the summertime doing magic through Canada, kind of all over the place. But it was Christmas time. It was actually Christmas Eve. And I think this was about 3 years ago, and I totally remember it. And I was up in upstate New York, and I donated I'm well known for donating my time to needy kids with serious illnesses. And I heard about this children's home. It was in Randolph, New York, and you know, I said, it's Christmas Eve, I got to donate a show, I got to go out there and I got to make their Christmas. And then he did kind of like the Christmas show similar to this. And so what happened before I left where I was, it was about, a normal driving time would have been about a half an hour. It was one of the worst snowstorms. It was actually a blizzard, and this is up in the Buffalo area, if anybody knows that part blizzard, and I'm back and forth on the phone with the children's home, and wasn't sure if I was going to make it. And I just kept thinking about these kids. These kids were so looking forward to the show. So I loaded up my car, and once again, there was nobody on the road. Anybody know what a whiteout is? Yeah. A whiteout is when the snow comes down so hard that you can't see in front of your car. You can barely see, you know. It's bad. It's real bad. Well, I got in my car and I said, I'm going to make it. I'm going to go out there. And I drove, and what would normally be a half-an-hour ride turned into about an hour and a half to get out there. So anyway, lo and behold, I get out, and everybody's in the gymnasium. Snow is still coming down. It's so heavy. I'm unloading my van, and I'm bringing stuff in. Well, now it's about 6 o'clock at night. It's dark, pitch dark. And the dorm houses for the kids in the children's home are a little ways off, so we're in the gymnasium. And the snow is just billowing down. Next thing I know, I put on about an hour show for these kids, and these kids were just totally awesome. Next thing I know, we're not going. We cannot move these kids. The lights were on and off. You can't take the kids back to their dorm. I'm stuck. So for the next couple of hours, I'm doing card tricks. I'm talking to them, and we kept talking about Christmas. You know, and I would ask them, I'd look at one of the kids and I'd say, you know, what do you remember? What was a good Christmas for you? You know, and I'd hear stories from these kids, these poor kids in this home. I'd hear stories that bring tears to your eyes. Oh, I remember the time that this happened. And I was getting all these stories. And it was bothering me. Because here we are in this gymnasium. I want these kids to experience Christmas. There was no trees, there was no decorations in there. They were all in the dorms. We're stranded in this room, in this gymnasium, so to speak. And I was talking about to the kids, and I said, you know something? I'll bet you I can make a tree up here. And they all looked at me like, oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. And I kind of spoke too soon, because now, after a couple of minutes, they all sat back and said, make a tree up here. And I'm thinking, oh boy, you just put yourself, you put your foot in your mouth. May have spoke too soon. Well, I got this feeling, and it was like, I'm not going to say it was from the heavens, it was just something came over me. And I went over to the back corner of where I was in the gymnasium, and I pulled down this curtain. And I said, I'm going to make a tree up here. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened from that point on. What I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to do me a favor, is when I count to 3, I want you to say Christmas tree. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. It's a little small tree. It's a little vintage tree. One more time. Give me a big hand. Here, I'll move this for you, Shannon. There, we can get that out there. Are we ready? Is everybody, Bob, ready where they need to be? We're ready? Not yet. Don't start the music yet. I'll share one more thing with you guys. And this is pretty much the end of the show. Once again, thank you so much for coming out, and I hope everybody has a happy holiday. And not to bring up something that happened a couple of days ago, but when when you get home tonight, do me a favor, say a prayer. And say a prayer for everybody. And guys, I want you to remember this, and kids remember this. There is one earth. There is one sky. There is one moon. There's one life, and there's one of you. Take care of every one of them. Take care of the earth. Take care of the sky. Take care of the moon. Take care of you. Can you do that for me? Growing up in Florida, I was back and forth, I told you, from New York, Florida, New York. And New York, Christmas was so magical because 99% of the time it snowed. So you woke up and we got a white Christmas. Florida? Not so much. Nothing but great. You open the door, it's like 90 degrees. You're like, oh God. So I remember when I was a kid, I used to, down in Florida, you know, it's like Christmas Day, you knew what to expect. You know, you pretty much, you run to the window, you look out the window, and you see nothing but bright sunlight. So I used to go through the house, and I'd pick up pieces of paper, and I'd walk through the house, and I'd be tearing up these pieces of paper and throwing them everywhere. So, and Mom's still asleep, I'm throwing them everywhere. She'd come out, and it was like, it looked like it snowed in the living room, you know, nothing but paper, tons of paper pouring up. So I think back to that, and then I think back to New York. Well, Christmas was okay in Florida, you know, we still made the best of it. And I want everyone out here in the audience, the kids, you're a little young, but somewhere in everybody's memory, there's a special Christmas. There's a special time that you can remember. One Christmas that sticks out. And tonight, another thing I'd ask for is if, when you go home, I want you to just kind of think back. And kids, if it was last year, if it was 2 years ago, when I got my Nintendo, I got my Xbox, I got whatever you guys are getting now, iPhones, iPads, I this, I that, iCloud, I'm broke. I'm broke. I want you guys to think, somewhere in that memory is a Christmas. Somewhere in your memory is a Christmas that sticks out. I'm going to do a little thing that totally will make your night. It's called Snowbound. It goes something like this.
Sees the pain with surprise as it smothers your cries. And I'll never know. As a snowman,
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been awesome. You guys have been beautiful. One thing I want you to remember today, remember young.
There's a good Lord be with you down every road. And they say
I sell them for $1. The proceeds go to a women's children's hospital. That hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. I've worked for them for over 15 years. Kids with cancers. I personally autographed the back of these. I'd love to see you after the show. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. Then I'll be back out. But God bless you. Thank you so much.